Yo,
Recording
what?
in
Oh.
progress.
God damn it.
That threw me off too.
God damn it, Chris.
My bad.
I fucking
You
hate
guys probably couldn't tell, but the Zoom thing just said recording in progress and it just threw us both off. So before you guys heard anything, that's what happened on my end. You're gonna hear it on Dimsey's end, but
you.
yeah.
You know what?
So
Screw that. I ain't cutting this. What's up, legend? It's Dimsii here, and I am finally back. Well, we're back actually. I'm here with FSN Chris, whose logo's on the bottom right because I couldn't put the camera in, but that doesn't matter. All right, because me and him we're gonna be reviewing week 1 of the CDL qualifiers. So yeah, Chris, say hello
yes.
to the legends for me.
What's up, legends? What's up, everybody? Chris here from Fake Sports News, bringing you guys another video. Yo, 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 of course. Had to throw up the classic intro. But before I get into things, I just wanted to let you guys know, as a community resource, I'm launching a GPT that goes over all the players' form since the inception of the CDL. So Modern Warfare, Cold War, Vanguard, and of course Modern Warfare 2. I've compiled all the stats throughout those seasons as an analyst, and yeah, you guys will be able to go through, ask what the player's form is like, how they play, et cetera, et cetera. And the other thing is, as you guys can see on screen, there's another video that I have going up either before or after this, not sure. Way too early CDL power rankings, where I rank all the teams. So yeah, enough digression. I'll let my
Yeah.
duo get into his picks
Oh,
for
yeah. All
week
right.
one.
So
Of course,
actually,
my home team kicking the season off
okay.
again. We always kick it off.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry,
Sorry,
Chris,
go
but
ahead,
before we
my
go into
duo,
that,
man.
all right, I'm sorry about that. But before we get into that, actually, I just want to sponsor Drink Poggers, 10% off. Use code Dimsii. Their sleep products are really good. It helps me sleep at night before I go to work, and actually they have me energized today because I am drinking blue raspberry. So yeah, good flavor. So yeah, use code Dimsii on Drink Poggers, 10% off. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done here. All right, Chris, you start us off.
Definitely go get your drinks from Drink Poggers, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and starting things off, we of course have the Boston Breach taking on Atlanta FaZe in our opening matchup of the CDL season. So I have a 3-1 for my FaZe boys. You guys know I am obviously hashtag biased. So I think Draza, Simp, Abizi, and of course Cell will get the job done. Of course, Boston Breach, Priesta, Slasher, Snoopy, and who's their fourth? Snoopy, Priesta, Slasher, and Capsule.
Capsule, yeah.
That's a really good squad. But based on way too early scrim results, I think FaZe 3-1. Second matchup. Well, I'll let you go over your results for FaZe Boston Breach.
All right, so actually it's the same as Chris, 3-1 FaZe. So again, uh, they seem like a good roster. FaZe, just removing crap. Just adding in
Slasher.
just removing Slasher and then adding Draza to the squad, just actually makes it godly. It may seem weird to me, I'm not gonna lie, but this actually doesn't seem like a bad squad. And
Look,
for Boston, despite having Priesta going to Boston, which is really unfortunate for me. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Sag.
Sag, yeah, it doesn't matter now because we'll get into New York soon. But yeah,
Yes.
FaZe just seems like a better team overall than Boston. So again, we'll have to see Boston throughout the weeks, and yeah, so FaZe 3-1.
All
And
right, so Thieves Surge. I think this is going to be down to the wire. I will say that Surge, I don't really know where to place them in the, I guess, 5 through 10 range. I have them firmly in the 10th spot, and I have the Thieves in fifth, the fifth spot. Yeah, I do think the Thieves between these two teams, just based on scrim results and the actual like rosters. Thieves is Ghosty, Afro, Cammy, and Joe Deceives versus Surge, Abuza, Illy, Hook, and Arcedes. Those four guys on Surge have, with the exception of Abuza, have all been inconsistent. And the LA Thieves boys seem like they're pretty good in scrims and just historically. So I think 3-2 there. Not sure what to expect, but I think Surge will be a good team. But I just don't think they'll be able to win.
Yeah, that is pretty fair. I have this going down the wire myself. However, I do see a surge 3-2. I know
Typical.
I know what you're thinking. Dimsey, how can you pick Surge over the Thieves? Well, I want to have that one bold pick. That one unexpected pick someone would make. Just if anything. Um, I don't know these rosters well. I do see, RCD and Hook back together. Back together. Oh no, Hook and Illy and Rambo back together, which is
Our season who
actually
played together last year. You're right.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Um, so I can imagine a
Hook and
chemistry.
Illy and Rambo too.
Yeah, I can see the chemistry on this team coming back together within the first week. And however, on the flip side of the LA Thieves, you got your Afro Cammy Ghosty Joe Deceives. I think this will go down to the wire, and Surge will take this one 3-2.
That's typical.
Yeah.
Hook, Hook, Illy, and RCs. Those are three guys you definitely don't want to bet against in a game five. So yeah, I fully respect that. Looking at the third and final matchup of our opening day, I'll let you start off with that since it's your home team, our defending world champs.
On New York 3-0.
I mean,
um
given our way too early scrim like outcomes, that's not crazy at all. That's not crazy at all. My man giving the early message to the green wall. Sheesh. Sheesh. Say green wall pack
you
is
know if
coming soon.
you know I
Bread,
if
bread, bread, don't matter.
Make it rain, make it rain. Make it rain, make it rain. I'll make it rain, make it rain. MVP of the game.
coulda, shoulda, woulda. Anyway, yes, Chris is right. Given we're the world champions, I say a New York 3-0. No, but in all seriousness and all jokes, this roster doesn't seem to be that changed at all, despite removing Priesta for Sib. Not too bad. Still the same caliber as we are. On the flip side of Optic, giving Optic Texas or the Optic COD team throughout the last few years, they just seem to lack discipline in almost any sort of category. I don't know, Shotzi. I don't know who on this roster. I have to say Dashi or Shotzi that seem undisciplined, cause I don't know, with Dashi going in late the last few years, Shotzi, I'm not entirely sure. Here, given that they dropped Ghosty over the freaking over outside beef or whatever, I don't know what it was, but yeah, overall subliners have this one 3-0. So I don't give a shit. Don't even clip this. Fuck off.
All right. Well, I am also going to follow suit and choose the subliners, but I'm going a different route. I'm not taking the slash and burn route. I am going to say 3-2 in favor of the subliners. I am scared of the green wall. I'll say it right now. I mean, look at the jersey I'm wearing. I'm coming by it honestly. Hey, we get clapped by the green wall every single year for the last 2 years. So respectfully, I'm choosing peace. I'm going to say 3-2 for the subliners. I feel like Sib on the subliners roster is an overall improvement. I feel like realistically, the subliners do have the potential to become the clear-cut number one team with Sib on that team. If they really pull together and gel, they are at the same level as FaZe and Toronto in terms of just having no clear weaknesses in terms of their roster. So yeah, I think 3-2 for the subliners is the safest pick. Realistically, I feel like this Optic team with Fred, Kenny, Shotzi, and Dashi, the personnel is just too good. But in a game five scenario, I'm definitely taking subliners over Optic with questionable ice.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
All right.
All right. So now
I'll
we
let
are.
you kick off the Ravens versus Heretics battle for the bottom series, respectfully. I'm a Clay fan, so I guess now technically Ravens are my backup team.
The birds.
But yeah,
All
the
right.
birds. I go
God.
for another bird team. Imagine.
Oh, God. Giving PTSD with the Eagles. No, but seriously. So I'm gonna start this off. Uh, I have the Ravens going 3-2 against the Miami Heretics. Like with Clayster on this team, GodRX, obviously he's back in the league. Clap it up to GodRX, man. I'm happy to see him back. Actually happy to see him back. I'm
Took
like,
too long.
it's like, whatever. And then there's Gwen
He's
Real.
been cooking.
For real, he's been cooking, and all the Challengers champs that got accepted into the league are actually here. It's about time. And again, in the flip side of Miami Heretics, they're all from Spain. Vico, Lucky, Metals, Eric Boom, Journey as a sub, Methods, not the Methods like Zenny, different Methods, and Noel.
Method's sick, right?
Uh, no, wait, Method, huh?
Wasn't he Method sick in Black Ops 4? Wasn't that his original name? And then he just changed to Methods?
Oh yeah. Might have been that. Might have been that. Might have been that.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, seriously though. So 3-2 Ravens with Clayster and Goddard back in the league. Clap it up again. I see Clayster and the boys going down the wire to the game 5 against the Miami Heretics. I know Miami Heretics seem really good, but again with Clay, with leadership, with with a player like with good leadership like Clay, I see them winning a game 5, and the Ravens take it.
That's typical. I have it as a 3-1 myself, just because based on the scrim results, it seems like this Carolina Ravens team is really just one of those teams that Clay needs, which is just a team with another solid veteran AR and two really just inexperienced good sub players, right? So, uh, um, yeah, I like this Ravens team a lot. I like Real a lot as a sub. I think he's one of the most overlooked sub players in the challenger scene that hasn't gotten a shot. So I'm curious to see how well he does, given how well he's placed in challengers. He won challengers champs last year, I believe.
Yep.
And he's placed pretty well in challengers, the championship events, and just all throughout the season over the years. So nothing but respect for these boys on the Carolina Ravens. The Heretics, I feel like that team is really good. But I feel like their main issue is just the fact that they are Spanish only. Journey, Methods, all those guys are great players. I'm not sure if Journey or Eric Boom is playing. I think Eric Boom got benched for Journey, but we'll see what happens before it starts. I like the Miami Heretics team, but outside of an upset in game 2 or 3, I don't see this one going too far.
Okay. That's fair, Chris. And also, regarding what you said before, the starting roster for the Heretics is Vickle, Lucky, Metals, and Eric Boom, according to the COD
Okay.
Esports fandom. If I'm wrong, I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
but that's what I have open right now. So,
No, you're right, because Eric Boom replaced Journey. Journey got benched. You're right. You're right.
all right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you want to start off the Vegas versus Rocker match?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm jumping ship this year. Purge, Nero, Attach, and Standy. I like this team. You guys know I am a big Standy and Attach guy. Not sure about Purge, and I like Nero as a player. I think he's a good player. Um, so I think this team will be pretty solid. I have them as the 8th best team, maybe the 9th best team in the league, in my way too early power rankings. I think they'll be a pretty good team. They have some
All right.
upside with Standy and Attached. Not sure how good Purge will be, but I think this team will be pretty good. So I have them winning 3-2 over Rocker. I'm not sure how well that Wake, Lens, Vivid, and Accuracy will blend as a 4. I know scrims have not really been consistently good for them so far. I don't want to say bad, but I haven't seen consistently good results. So I think 3-2 for Vegas, given how good their early scrim results have looked, is pretty safe.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. So
No, no worries.
yeah. So I don't know much about these guys, and I don't know why this is happening again. Okay. Bit of technical difficulties here, but I got it fixed. No issue. So yeah, I actually have this going a different route. Rocker beating Vegas 3-1. Again, these teams aren't that. I keep doing this shit, bro.
Now you're chilling.
All right. I have Rocker winning this. I don't know. These teams seem super random for whatever reason. I
They're super random.
they are. I don't even know who the fuck to
A little
the
bit of funny with league minimum cheese is how I interpret the these rosters coming together.
I know. Yeah, with the Rocker merging with G2, according to sources, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I've heard. We heard it in the last few months, and then we heard nothing about it since. Uh, I don't know. But yeah, back to the players. Accuracy, Lens, Awakening, Vivid. I think I've seen Awakening play with Vivid before, so they have the experience at
Yeah,
Mesh. And Rocker actually has coaches, unlike the Legion, which is pretty fucking wild. Um,
they got rid of Brian Saint too. They sent him to Carolina, so that's a plus for them.
I guess Carolina want to lose, but seriously, um, I don't know. I just see Rocker taking this 3-1. I don't know what to say. I just see him taking this 3-1.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Um, I guess just in the sake of time, I know you have to go watch the Giants lose.
Uh,
Um,
Fuck off.
shots fired. I guess in the sake of time, I'm going to be a little bit more decisive and rapid fire with this. So in the next matchup, we have the Battle of the Purple Boys. We got Ultra taking on the Gorillas. I have it as a 3-0 for Ultra.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think the Gorillas, we don't even know their team.
Yeah,
So
we don't know their
I
team
just don't see
either.
this going far.
Yeah, the clown ass Toronto Ultra. Yeah, fuck off Canadians. I don't want to hear it. You're lucky I even have you guys sweeping these fucks.
Oh my gosh. Should have given them a map at the disrespect. Um,
No, I'm not doing
Last
that.
match of the day for Saturday, we got Breach versus Surge. I have a 3-2 for Breach. I feel like between those two teams, I just feel like we haven't seen anything official yet. But like I said before, those four guys with the struggles they've had, those three guys on the Surge with the struggles they've had, Hook, Illy, and Arceus, just not really too confident in their ability to beat teams that look as cohesive as like Boston with Capsule, Snoopy, Priesta, and Slasher. I feel like with that veteran leadership and those two crack subs, I feel like the Boston Breach Game 5 is just kind of a done deal.
Yeah, and I actually have the same record as you, actually, Chris. 3-2 Boston.
Nice.
Like I said,
Nice.
with Priesta back with Slasher, Sage, the experience could come around all together
Sag, for
again.
sure.
Yeah, the chemistry could come back all around together again, and I just see Boston taking this 3-2. So yeah, we're good. I'm good on that
It's a
one.
fair,
Yeah. So
it's a fair shot.
looks like we're on to the December 10 matches, which is the Legion versus the Ravens. Interesting.
Yeah, what are you thinking for this one?
3-2 Legion. I think
Interesting.
I think that I think the boys at Legion come back around again, and they take down the Ravens in a map 5.
That's fair. I could see that. I have it going actually the exact opposite way. I have
Yeah.
it 3-2 Ravens, but
Okay.
like you said, this is a pretty toss-up series for both of these teams, I would say. Both of them, I feel like they're pretty even with two somewhat veteran players. Like Standy's not that much of a veteran, and neither is God RX. And then you have two extreme veteran players who are former teammates in Attach and Clay. So the mirror matchups are just crazy. So I think 3-2 Ravens, but like you said, it's toss. Obviously, I'll let you dissect the next one. I don't know why I said 3-1. I'm tweaking, bro. I'm tweaking. No, actually, I said 3-1 for good reason. Subliners S&D has always been questionable as a franchise, respectfully.
New York a New York 3-0. A New York 3-0. We don't know their fucking roster yet.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, LAG has always built good S&D teams, and NYSL in the beginning of the year, they usually start out kind of slow. So I'm like, if Subliners drop a map here too, it's really not a concern. They're like a team where, like, in the beginning of the year, they usually pull together Major 1, Major 2 and 3 is usually kind of random. Then 4 and 5 is usually when they're like serious. And that's been the case like 3 separate times. I don't know why, but yeah. So I have it 3-1 Subliners, just out of respect to Gorillas and their ability to field good S&D teams. But yeah, the next matchup, I guess I'll take it since it's a red battle with FaZe and LA Thieves, the battle of the red as usual. I have us owning those frauds as usual. Draws a
Good.
revenge for RIP Bozo 3-2.
Hmm?
I think that the LA Thieves boys, I think they're a much better team than most people want to give them credit for because it is kind of like a random roster. There's no clear chemistry between any of these players, apart from Afro and Cammy, obviously. But it seems like a randomly thrown together roster with really good upside and really good chem. So that's why I see this Thieves team being like a pretty solid team all year long. I think their chem and just the fact they are kind of a random team helps them to band together and really figure out how to surprise teams. So that's why I have it going to a game 5 against this FaZe team. I feel like Thieves will be good in weird scenarios like probably Control and S&D as well. And I think that'll probably surprise FaZe and push to a game 5. What are you thinking?
All right, 3-1 FaZe. I see the Thieves only taking a Control, and FaZe winning the 2 search and destroys and a hard point. That's all I see it as. That's all I see the scenario
2
as.
S&Ds and a hard point.
Yeah.
I see that. I can see
Yeah,
that.
and with Control again, I don't know why we have it again, but hey, whatever. I guess we'll roll with it.
I feel like CTF might work in this game, but I haven't played the game yet myself. I
Yeah,
haven't even bought it, so
I'm not even gonna be
I don't
buying.
know.
I'm not gonna be buying the game. But anyway,
Hey, who can blame you?
yeah.
Last matchup, I'll let you start it off since it's your favorite team in the league, the Green Wall. My bad, your second favorite team.
You're
Big
disgusting.
Soldier Rig.
Shut up. No. All right, 3-1 Optic Texas. Rocker.
Don't choke since I brought up Optic. I know it's hard not to, but
Shut the fuck up.
God.
everybody
3-1
catches the Optic choking curse. I'm sorry.
3-1 3-1 Optic, like as I said before, they may not seem like a disciplined like team, especially against teams like New York. However, you know, Rocker pretty mid, and I just see Rocker probably taking the map 2 or the map 3. I'm not sure, but I do see Optic beating these guys in a 3-1 and getting pissed off about the SAE. They're going to use that as motivation. So, that's my take.
SAE it ain't. So I have it going to game 5. Honestly, I feel like I don't know. I feel like this Minnesota team. I feel like they're gonna be one of those teams. Like there's one every year where they're like close enough but no cigar. Boston Breach was like that all year last year. And I feel like Minnesota's like with their roster. I feel like they're gonna be like close enough but no cigar. And a lot of these series against top teams, like I feel like they're a step below beating top tier teams, if that makes sense. So I have it 3-2 for Optic. I feel like it'll be really close. But I feel like Optic will rebound from that embarrassing loss to the subliners, and I think they'll take this one. So yeah, I think that'll just about do it for us for week 1, and we'll be back for more week 2 coverage.
Yeah. And yeah, it was pretty fun doing this. So thank you, Legend, for watching.
This is great.
I appreciate you all, and we will see
Love to the
you.
legends.
We will see you for week numero 2. Peace.
And shout out to everybody who watched on my channel as well, and everybody who watched on Dimsii's channel. We'll see you guys next week, and be on the lookout for that way too early preseason ranking. So catch you guys on the next one. Peace.